My chair's stuck on something. I don't know, it's stuck on something. Oh, actually, it might be your,
Stop.
it might be your...
It's frustrating for me that Bianca's bringing this up. I'm still figuring out where I'm at in my head and how I feel about Bianca.
Am I the only one who's actually shocked at how Erica has done a 180 and really seems to now care for her husband? She really seems to appreciate everything he's doing. I hope they work out. I hope they work out because my goal is always to appreciate love. And I really hate the way JJ is treating Bianca. She deserves better. I hope she writes leave and he writes to leave and they both leave because it's not worth the hassle for her to try and put in any effort for someone who's not interested. But anyway, I digress. Hey there, thanks for stopping by. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, click the like button, turn on the notification bell for when I upload new videos, and definitely leave a comment. In this episode, I'll be reviewing Married at First Sight UK, Season 8, Episode 13. Oh my god. Can someone tell JJ that he's not that good looking? I'm going to repeat. Can someone tell JJ that he's not that much of a catch? The audacity, the way he stares at Bianca gets on my last nerve because he looks at her as though, you know, it's sort of, I don't want to say, he looks at her like she's some sort of dirt or something that he can't stand, something that is beneath him, and for her to be so ecstatic about him and he to not to look at her as less than. I didn't like that at all. I didn't like that. The supermodels he was going after didn't want him, so he needs to suck it up. Erica and Jordan are enjoying their honeymoon. They're on cloud 9. I really want to know what they said to each other that suddenly changed them and that suddenly made Erica be so understanding. I don't get that. Anyway, Peggy and George receive a visit from the expert, and so it's, you know, intimacy week, so they get a box with all the sex toys they could dream of. And Peggy comes across and she actually says, I don't want to appear like a prude, because she's very sort of reluctant or very hesitant with most of the stuff that they're discussing, whereas we all know George was waiting for this. He could hardly wait for it to begin. Even when he gets the toys, he's opening everything. He's looking at it. And Peggy had to say, you know, I don't want him to look and say, oh, this is a vibrator. Here we go. So I think he needs to be careful and he needs to be mindful of how he behaves, because he doesn't want her to misunderstand his intentions. Yes, he says he's very horny, but I think he needs to be mindful that it doesn't get to a situation whereby she might not see it as innocently as he intends it. So they need to have a conversation about that and see how they move on from that. So you have Laura try to conduct, I think it was more an intervention than anything else, because she, you know, brings Peggy to meet up with Shauna to have a conversation about, you know, the commitment ceremony and the way Brad behaved. And you can see that Shauna's very uncomfortable. She's a shadow of her former self. She doesn't know how to behave in such a situation because she keeps saying, you know, I'm trying to be myself and I'm trying to make sure that he hears me. And it's like, he's not hearing you. He's not hearing you at all. You're just wasting your time, you know. It's time to say leave and go home and look after your mental well-being. Anyway, you then have Peggy having a conversation and sort of being hypercritical of the other couples. I didn't like that. The fact that she spoke about Portia and Terence and how suddenly they've changed, and it's like, it's not a competition. You're not winning a prize. You don't need to be better than other couples. Why are you so offended that, you know, other couples are not doing as great as you are, or other couples are doing better than you? It's not a competition. You're not going to win a prize at the end of it. So you need to focus on you. I can see this creating drama, obviously, because Laura and Portia are close friends. So I have a feeling she's going to tell her what Peggy was saying, and it's going to be all out war after that. And then you then have Shauna go back and have a conversation with Brad. you can see that the producers are worried because of the music they're playing in the background. It's scary, the fact that he says nothing is above the universe and all this nonsense. Oh yes, I'm trying not to sort of be controlling, you are at a different pace to me. And it's like, if you're better than and higher than, why not look for someone who's in your class and leave this poor woman alone? She doesn't need to, put up with all the nonsense that you're sort of throwing her way. And then you have Nathaniel and Ella with Ross and Thomas take part in these intimacy activities, and it was quite cute. It was quite cute. I really liked Ross and Thomas because they were very light-hearted about it. I really liked Ross and Thomas. They were very light-hearted about it. They seemed to enjoy what they were doing, and they seemed to be in a very good place. With Ella and Nathaniel, they said it brought them closer, and I don't know. We'll see how it plays out. I think Jordan was very sweet. The way he planned out Erica's birthday, going and swimming with the stingrays, although that is scary. And then he gave her, a stingray stuffed animal, and also made sure that they gave her a birthday cake. This was good. This was good. This was him setting the mood and showing that he really pays attention and he really likes Erica. This is why he's making so much effort to be in her good graces, and she really appreciated this because she said she was in boarding school most of her life, and she never got to spend her birthdays with her family. So this is something new. This is something that she really likes and really enjoys. And obviously overnight I think they did the deed. She said they went the extra mile and it brought them closer. I assume that means they had sex. And in the morning they were both excited, they were both happy, they're content. So I love, so I wish them all the best. And then you have JJ have a word with Bianca because they spent the day apart, obviously because of the tension that's there with JJ saying he's not attracted to Bianca, she's not his type, he doesn't feel anything for her. He keeps saying this to the cameras, and it's like, have you ever looked at yourself in the mirror? Do you know that you're not as much of a catch as you think you are? And for him to say, you're different from the type of girls that I dated, and it's like, well, the type of girls you dated have refused to marry you. They've cheated on you. So you might as well make the most of your time with someone who's at least willing to put in the effort. Otherwise, I think Bianca is an amazing girl. I'm surprised that JJ doesn't find her attractive. I am surprised that he's being hypercritical of her. So we'll see how that plays out. But I don't see them working. I think at some point Bianca is going to pick herself and she's going to leave him, and he's going to regret his decision. But anyway, I digress. Thanks guys for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Bye everyone.